Congress gets back to business tomorrow after its week-long Thanksgiving holiday, and at the top of its agenda, resuming talks with President Obama about keeping the country from plunging off the fiscal cliff into economic disaster.
So let's bring in the host of ABC's This Week, George Stephanopoulos. Good morning, sir. So members of Congress have had a chance to take a little break for Thanksgiving, gone home to their districts, get over the results of the election. Is there any optimism that cooler heads will prevail and we'll actually see movement toward a deal quickly?
There actually is. You know, there's only 5 weeks left. This all has to happen by December 31st, or everyone's taxes go up and these spending cuts kick in. But the president has had his first meeting with the top congressional leaders. The staffs met this week while everyone else was home for Thanksgiving. And there is a fair amount of optimism that something will get done before the end of the year. Not necessarily the whole big deal, but maybe a down payment on deficit reduction combined with a commitment to hit the big numbers before the end of next year.
And in addition to the fiscal cliff, there are some big vacancies coming up in the president's cabinet as well. We have the State Department, we have the Treasury. Those two we expected. Even the CIA, though, with the General Petraeus scandal, 3 vacancies now. 3
big ones at least, and there's likely to be more shuffling in the president's cabinet. Of course, the big controversy right now over who's going to replace Hillary Clinton at the State Department. The president has signaled that his favorite is likely to be UN Ambassador Susan Rice. Of course, she's faced a lot of opposition in both the House and the Senate. This week, 97 House Republicans signed a letter telling the president, don't appoint Susan Rice. She came out and defended herself this week. The president has indicated that he would like to pick her, although he said he hadn't made a final decision yet. And I believe that if he went for it, despite this controversy over what happened at Benghazi, he would get her through the Senate. The leading candidate right now for Treasury to replace Tim Geithner at Treasury is probably the White House Chief of Staff, Jack Lew, although that might not be announced until after these fiscal cliff negotiations. And finally, Mike Morrell is now the acting director of the CIA since General Petraeus has left. He's a strong favorite to remain there, although the president's counterterrorism advisor, John Brennan, also a big candidate.
Just a slightly less serious note we'd like to hit before we let you go. Apparently there's going to be some head shaving on the broadcast this morning. What's going on?
This is a first on This Week. That is absolutely right. And this is really a great story. The top spokesman for both the Democrat and Republican parties had a bet, Sean Spicer and Brad Woodhouse. Whoever lost the election would shave their head. You know, so this was Sean Spicer was supposed to shave his head. He's the RNC spokesman. And when Brad found out about this, we're showing a little bit of it right there. John Carl is doing the honors. He said he would join in and shave his head.
He has no credentials for this.
Well, let's see how he does. But the thing is, this is all for a good cause. It's for St. Baldrick Center that helps kids with cancer. So they end up both shaving their heads on This Week today to raise money for kids with cancer.
That's great. Thanks.
Anyway, you'll be joining them?
0 chance.
0 chance.
But I'll help out the cause.
Okay, I'll help out the cause. All right, George, great to see you.